Okay, so next thing is definitely the backpack. So this is a bit tricky because it's not that well defined in the paint over. It's left a bit vague. But that should be okay. It looks like a pretty simple object actually. Not too far from what is actually already modeled. So let's just slide this down, slide this up, and then these can be flattened more effectively at least. And then also all of these should be flattened. Maybe I can hide these edges. Let's just do it like this. Flatten. View from the back. Let's just use view as the transform orientation, and then just align this perfectly. This is why rolling the view is so nice. And then scale this to 0. Maybe I can just rotate this a little bit. I really want to have this as flat as possible. It's this really nice shape. But that's going to be pretty difficult, maybe. Let's flatten these two shapes. And also add auto smooth over here, it's already on. Add sharp on this edge. Now, this should be all flat as well. Yes. And I could just bevel these. Same thing over here. But again, I can slide them the rest of the way. Let's just add a bevel modifier as well. Based on angle. Maybe this should be a way more rounded shape. No, that wouldn't quite fit with the rest of it. So again, 0.008 for the beveling. Yeah, it's already looking better, but there's definitely this weirdness going on over here. I think over here I shouldn't really follow the concept completely faithfully. Yeah, let's just... I'm really not happy with the overall shape over here. This shouldn't be that flat and sharp around here. It should be allowed to be a bit more rounded. And also I would like to have a little bit of consistent thickness over here. Doesn't really look that appealing if it's just all over the place. I guess in the concept this edge was definitely sharper, which I actually kind of like. So I can just push this further in, scale it along the normals. Nope, that doesn't quite work. Just move it in. And then to get this a bit more flat, I can slide it a bit back and forth. This edge as well, slide, slide, and it's a bit more straight. Right. I am beveling this, so I should be careful. Right now, this entire section is moving up. I don't think that was intentional. Let's just move this back down. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Sometimes the symmetry is messing up a little bit. I'm also going to remove the n-gon over here with actual quads. And again, here is of course also an n-gon. So let's just add an extra edge over here and go in with a knife like this. Just to add an extra loop over here to contain it. I am wondering if the n-gon is actually not that bad over there. There's some weirdness happening over here. Yeah, I am guessing because all edges need to be set to 1 for this to work. But I don't need to fully set it to 1. Maybe just a little bit in edge creasing. That should be enough. It's also not showing up in the curvature. Yeah, should be okay. And then the last thing that's basically missing, although the straps for the backpack could be connected better. Meow. Meow. Meow.
She just knows that it's 7 o'clock and that must be dinner time.
It's dinner time.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of time is definitely just spent tweaking the shapes overall. This is not necessarily, it's not like what I would usually call sculpting. It is, in a way, but I mean, what is sculpting if not just finding the general shapes in a bit of a messy way? You're not really concerned that much with the topology, that it can be animated later on. It's really just about getting the shape there. Okay, I'm just gonna grab, let's actually check, is this, yeah, has a scale of 1. I'm actually gonna change the fall off to linear. Just push and pull on the top and the bottom. Oh wow, this one is not set to 1. Huh, it never was. Interesting. Actually, I can just remove these edges over here. I can move this back up and scale this along the z-axis and down to 0. Let's see if that worked. Kinda. Of course, it needs to happen on the other side as well. But for that, I might just remove one side. Let's select all of this. Set cursor to the object origin. Duplicate along the 3D cursor. Mirror it over to the other side. And then merge points by distance. There we go. Okay, something is not right. Yes. Ah, it was just the normals. So just recalculate the normals from time to time. Especially if you mirror stuff. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's just Alt-H unhide the rest. The last object that really needs to be defined more is the hair. Pretty much the most complicated part. I guess judging from looking at the rubber suit, there could be a bit of irregularity on the surface to get these wavy, this wavy glossiness, but that could also be added afterwards. Could be done via procedural material or some extra texturing, but it's not really necessary to add it already in the modeling. Yeah, I think detailing the hair, that could be another task, but overall general shapes, I would say it's pretty much there. The backpack could have some extra tweaks. And also, I might just right now just change the proportions of the hair slightly. I think they can still be improved. So one of the main issues is that if we look at the concept, the hair is difficult. It's pretty difficult because it can be seen from multiple perspectives, but it's hard to get that in perspective view. So we might need to push around stuff a little bit more. I'm also going to hide the face again. Yeah, the hair is going to get a lot more volume now. I might actually make this a bit more concave. Also, I actually like if the... where is it? If the clay strips brush has a little bit of auto smooth. That way it's just going to... if it just has a tiny bit, it's just going to automatically smooth the surface and not leave it this ugly. But yeah, the clay strips brush is great for building up shapes. Filling in some volumes, just a kind of nice multi-purpose brush while basically figuring out the shapes early on. Yeah, I'm gonna change back to single color so that it's white, and then the matte cap that shows the curvature very well. Just for the sake of getting a nice rounded shape over here. You might also know that I colored my brushes. This is really useful when switching between different brushes within the same tool over here. So I have 3 different variations of the snakehook brush, and I can just hit the same shortcut and it's going to cycle between them, and I can immediately see which one it is based on the color. Very useful.